this game even more so than last because you're basically chasing around 5 guards. And it's great shell defense in practice, but it takes a lot out of you. And it's very, very good defensive practice. And it affected our offense. You know, Luke Hancock had no legs. A lot of our guys were just really, really off. But from a defensive standpoint, it was great playing against them because we had a guard on the perimeter. Bigger guys had a guard. Most of the night we did a good job of switching. We broke down when we got a little tired and we stopped talking. But our defense was good, and that's what we're trying to build on. But I really do think our poor shooting tonight from the outside was just a product of rushing and just having tired legs from chasing them around. But they did, most of the night they did a really good job of chasing them around.
The rebounding, was that a product of chasing them around defensively as well, the switching and stuff?
Well, what happens is when you take a lot of jump shots, they're long rebounds, and you stop in the 3, and you got to go chase it and go after it and get the basketball. And that was probably the biggest disappointment. The shooting is like we know we're not a great shooting team. It's evident. But the long rebounds were a big thing. You know, when you hold a team to 19% shooting and then 34% shooting, and you give them second looks, that just you're shooting yourself in the foot. Especially when your break it was almost like 80%.
You had another little stretch without Steve at point guard with the fouls. Did you like what you saw, or were there other things?
Yeah, that's we can play. We can play without Payton, certainly. We've got to get Luke Hancock in shape to play. Although it doesn't look like it's a fast-paced game. You know, when you play Bellarmine, you got to guard like 7 and 8 different cuts every time down the floor. So from a defensive practice standpoint, it was great. But all the things you saw Bellarmine do defensively, you don't see Manhattan do it. You know, it's our games are all on TV, and any weakness that we had tonight, they're going to do.
How much better do you feel like you guys can be defensively because you have kind of the flexibility to switch on picks as much as you can like that?
Well, I thought our bigs did a good job of containing it. I thought that Wayne and Russ did a bad job, you know, of talking and switching. You know, but that'll come. I thought overall the defense was decent.